I remember Steve coming in, telling me that Bruce had died. I couldn't believe it. One minute I'm talking to the man, the next minute he's dead.
I went to my mom's and I told Katie that her sister was killed and that we were gonna be okay. But I knew that we were never gonna be okay.
In the beginning, when I say in the beginning, I'm gonna say the first year and a half to 2 years, it was absolutely devastating for the remaining children in the home because the truth is we weren't parenting, we weren't capable. We absolutely weren't capable. I mean, you can function, you can get up and you can cook breakfast, etc., but the ability to provide the guidance and the leadership and all the other aspects of parenting that are necessary, you can't. You absolutely are not capable.
I was in my own little world. A very angry world, depressing. Somewhere no parent wants to be. Because your children are supposed to outlive you, not the opposite way around.
One tragic instant can change many lives forever. Often this instant is a road crash, and too often an impaired driver is behind the wheel. Families lose their loved ones and life is never the same. Innocent people sustain serious injuries and spend the rest of their lives learning to live with challenging disabilities. What's left after an impaired driving crash? Grief, anger, frustration, pain, and a feeling of hopelessness. That's where we come in. At MADD Canada, victims are our #1 priority. How do you comfort a mother who's just lost her only child? What can you say to help a young athlete who will never walk again? How can you possibly comfort someone when their entire family has been killed and they are facing the holidays alone for the first time? These are the challenging situations that arise in the aftermath of an impaired driving crash, and this is why victim support is such an important part of MADD Canada. Who are the victims? They are the many people killed, the many people who are injured, their families, their friends, those frontline professionals, doctors, police, firefighters, and paramedics who try their best to save them but often don't succeed. In truth, entire communities mourn the loss. Where can these people turn in their moments of need? MADD Canada. We understand their pain, and we're here to help.
Too often, we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around.
Our first line of support is by phone. We have a nationally advertised hotline that victims from across the country can call when they want to reach out. The Victim Services Manager or another trained member of the national office takes the call and speaks with comfort and compassion to determine how we can help. Most often, victims don't know how anyone can help. They just know that they are in extreme pain. Sometimes they need information. Sometimes they just need someone to talk to. We listen, we respond, and we draw on our resources to do what we can to help. If there is a trained victim services volunteer in their community, they will contact the victim to see how they can help. This volunteer, also known as a VSV, is a skilled ambassador of MADD Canada. They've completed unique training and have the compassionate skills they need to console victims. But more on that training in a moment. Once the VSV has contacted the victim, they start to build a relationship. VSVs work on the phone or in person. They might suggest meeting for a coffee or going for a walk in the park. They often provide reading materials or other information. Some chapters hold victim support groups to bring victims in the community together, and new people are always welcome to attend. Lasting friendships are made. At MADD Canada, we truly are a family.
I picked up the phone and called MADD Canada about a year after the crash. I was in a place basically of no return. I was not in a good place. I felt like our home was falling apart. It started from there, and MADD called me regularly, calling me every week. sometimes twice a week, just to say, I was just thinking about you. And for our family, I can say MADD Canada probably saved our lives.
If you're a reliable, compassionate, and caring person and you feel that becoming a victim services volunteer is a good fit, you can start by taking our online VSV Level 1 training. In fact, we recommend this for all members, regardless of their role. Go to maddcanadatraining.ca and register. There's no cost involved. Once you have completed the online training with gold standing, you can call the national office to discuss the next step, which is to attend a weekend face-to-face training we call Level 2. VSV training is specifically designed to help you work with victims of impaired driving, and it can be a very rewarding experience. More information on VSVs can be found in the volunteers section of this video or on the members site, which you can get to from the homepage on our national website. And check out the resources section for more information on VSV training. After a tragedy, when the grief is new and raw, some victims aren't yet ready for a face-to-face meeting. But we try to let them know we're here and just a phone call away by sending out a Thinking of You card with our contact information. If they would like to receive more information, we've developed 5 victim brochures to help deal with the aftermath, and we can send them out in the mail or you can download them from our website. We can also offer reading materials from our lending library at the national office. Check our website for a list of some of the books and resources we loan out to victims. Topics include living with injuries, grief and how to provide caregiving support, just to name a few. We are proud of the grief, bereavement, and injury support we're able to provide to victims all across the country. They come to us broken and hurting. They don't know where to turn. They feel no one understands what they are going through. While at MADD Canada, we do understand. Many of us have lived through the nightmare as victims ourselves. We've seen the devastation that's caused to others. We can share our experiences and help them cope with the grief. Once we connect, they know they have a friend who's there for them when they need it. We can give them hope.